Just this afternoon, Governor Kate Brown announced that she'll deploy 50 soldiers with the National Guard and 100 state troopers to help police with these ongoing Portland protests.
Now, Mayor Ted Wheeler was joined by the U.S. Attorney for Oregon this morning in calling on the governor to help the people of Portland. Fox 12's BRENNA Kelly was just listening to a news conference with Governor Brown and joins us now with the very latest. BRENNA?
Well, Governor Kate Brown has been pretty quiet throughout the riots, tweeting only a few times in response to George Floyd's death and how it's made a local impact. That is until her announcement this afternoon. This morning, Mayor Ted Wheeler called the governor out, saying he spoke with her 3 times yesterday, making the request for more resources from the National Guard all 3 times. The governor said rather than put soldiers on the streets, she directed the Oregon State Police to deploy additional officers to support both the PPB and also the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office. She said they also had 50 National Guard members on standby ready to deploy in minutes, but they weren't requested last night. Wheeler wants to make clear he's not calling for their widespread deployment of these National Guard members throughout the community, and Brown said the soldiers she's activating will provide a support function only. They will not be on the front lines making arrests or doing crowd control. She said this is in part because this is what the president wants in order to intimidate the public.
The goal of the overwhelming number of protesters should be to reduce violence. You don't diffuse violence by putting soldiers on our streets. Having soldiers on the streets across America is exactly what President Trump wants. He's made that very clear on a call this very morning with governors across the entire United States.
And Mayor Wheeler also announced there would be another curfew tonight. He said, look, I'm not stupid, saying he realizes these curfews might encourage protests, but enacting them sends a clear message to the broader community. They should not be coming downtown just to stop and stare and observe what's going on. And for those of you wondering why police are not citing or arresting people breaking curfew, Deputy Chief Chris Davis says they're taking into account the massive crowd size with their policing.
Crowd began to march towards downtown Portland, and we decided to allow this despite them being in the street due to the crowd's large size and the fact that the crowd was still peaceful in nature. We also allowed this to continue despite going past the curfew order, again because of the large size and because of the fact that it was still a peaceful group. So we used some discretion in that decision.
And the curfew tonight begins at 8 o'clock. It ends at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Wheeler says he's taking these curfews on a day-by-day basis. For now, reporting live in downtown Portland, BRENNA Kelly, Fox 12 Oregon.